here on a beautiful late fall day. It's like 70, 75 degrees and sunny. I don't really know why, but I'm taking every opportunity I can to enjoy it. Behind me, right there, that's a two-person tent that I have. I figured while it was a nice day, I might set it out, let it air dry. They can stink, they can mold, they can mildew if they're put away like wet. So this is all rolled up. It's been stored away for a while, so I figured today would be a good day just to bring it out, set it up, air it out, and keep it in good condition. So since I last saw you, I did the big camping trip out in East Tennessee, which was awesome. We're going to talk more about that later. I have like a V.I.P gear award list to do, rating like some of the top pieces of gear that I really appreciated the most out there. And I think I'm going to do as well, maybe like one piece of gear that I might like to get and one piece of gear that I would like to do without. So we'll see how that goes. Also since then, I have since bought a Kelty Cosmic sleeping bag. So this is like, I would consider it an ultralight bag, or definitely like a backpacker's sleeping bag. Someone who's conscientious about weight, about temperature, and really staying warm. Dry downfill bags are really like the gold standard for a lot of backpackers. Regular backpackers, like I consider myself a regular backpacker. I'm really not too concerned about ultralight. And I consider myself at times to be more of like a camper guy. I like to just sit out, have a tent, have a bonfire, a little campfire, enjoy the nature rather than focus on hiking and getting somewhere. Not that those guys don't enjoy the nature, obviously they do. However, my focus sometimes is just to chill out in the woods, like Henry David Thoreau or one of them. I do like to hike though. I will do distance hikes from time to time. I'm getting distracted here. But this is just a really good bag. I got it on Marketplace for $50. They're asking $75. It's in good condition. It's my height, which is huge. The fit, we'll get into that later. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. Because one thing I kind of wish I had was just slightly warmer bag. The liner was great, but the bag could have been better. Anyway, this is a two-person Torpedo 7 tent. It's not a backpacking tent, I wouldn't say, although I did bring it on my first thru hike ever, which was like over 50 miles, 3 days, 2 nights, beautiful parts of New Zealand. That's where Torpedo 7's from. They'd kind of be like the REI of the USA. And it weighs 6 pounds. So if you're like into hiking, you just kind of get how absurd that is. It's actually like 6.6 pounds. And it's huge, it's just massive. There's a photo of me and it's just all rolled up in my like side pocket looking huge. I'll throw that in. But yeah, that's where we're at, setting this up. May or may not sleep out here tonight. I love a good backyard camp, just for the heck of it. Yeah, anyway, so we'll do the top 5. We'll do one thing I could do without, one thing I'd like to have, and we'll take a look at this Kelty Cosmic 20. Insert photo here of the big tent in New Zealand. Alright, and we are back. While I showed you that picture, I went and grabbed the items for the V.I.P list, which I have here on my phone. So I'll probably go least V.I.P to most V.I.P. They're still special if they're on this list. So coming up first is absolutely this Thermarest Ridge Rest. This is the large, so it has like the 25-inch width, so I can roll around, not feel bad about falling off, an arm laying on the cold ground. I love this though. This is Facebook Marketplace, $15. I think used maybe twice, they said. Try to get it close. Thermarest Ridge Rest. It's closed cell foam, so it doesn't pop. It would never pop. And the reason I like this a lot is because of like redundancy. If it's cold, I don't want to sleep on the cold ground. Even if you have a really good bag, laying on the cold ground is going to get you cold. So having this just gives me peace of mind. I just sleep and hike and camp with peace of mind that if I lose or mess up my air mattress that keeps me warm, that at least I have this, which should have like what they would say an insulating R value of 2. So if it's cold, you would want 4 or 6. If you're a warm sleeper, like 4. But this is still gonna, I've slept in freezing, 0 degrees Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit, with just 2 closed cell foam mattresses, 4, and I was fine. I'm a very warm sleeper though. Anyway, I love this as well because it's clipped right on the back of my bag, so I can just clip it off and I can just lay it on the ground and take like a little power nap. So this is definitely, or if I'm like gonna eat, I'll just like roll it out and I have a little picnic on it and be off the ground, because we have triggers in Tennessee and you want to stay away from the triggers. Well, ask me how I know. So, at least VIP, but still very much VIP, the Thermarest Ridge Rest. Alright, I'm gonna not look at this so much and look at what's in front of me. I will say the fleece was definitely up there. I've camped with sweaters and layers before, but something about this fleece was so good. I never felt too hot. I never felt too cold. I was able to dial it in just right. It's got pockets, which are nice. This is like old Army surplus. So if you wanted one of these, I'd say maybe go to like, is that gonna focus? U.S. Army issue. Should be what it says. Several different companies make these, I bet. Official U.S. Army issue. So like maybe a surplus store. Or just any fleece. What I do like about this one though is when it was made, it was given these like rougher like shoulders here. So when you have a pack on, you don't worry about messing up your fleece. It's very strong and durable. And it has the same thing on the elbows here. So I'm laying around, don't feel so bad. I know it's gonna be like a reliable, rugged jacket, as much as a fleece jacket can be reliable and rugged. But the regulation of heat was great. I could pull up my sleeves, I could zip it up all the way, unzip it halfway, unzip it halfway and kind of like get some of the hot air out, unzip it all the way. Or it was so light and it's so like green and Army issue, I don't care that it gets dirty, that I could just take this off and just like hang it or throw it over a branch and then I didn't have to be bothered with it. So that would be next on the VIP, going from bottom to top. After that, I will say this fanny pack that I got from Goodwill, this is like maybe 1 or 2 liters. It's very big. I use it every day almost. Like my car keys are on here. I keep chapstick, phone charger, credit card, pocket knife, little flashlight. A lot stays in here, but when I hike, and it's on me, my sunglasses can get folded up and put in there. My phone, if I want to take a picture or a little vlog. If my phone's running low, I just keep my power bank in the front pocket. And then I just run my charger out the fanny pack. And yeah, it's great. For $5 at Goodwill, any fanny pack will do. That leads me to the power bank, which is on the list. This is an on brand. I have a button on here supposedly that helps me focus. But come on. There it is. ONN, the Walmart brand. It has just a little easy indicator. Please focus. I'm so sorry. But it shows you like the 4 lights, so that's 100%. It has regular USB 3.0 and USB Type-C. And for $10, it's 10,000 milliamps. It charges my phone to full at least twice, if not with a little more to spare. But it's like small for hiking. It's kind of light. Slips in my fanny pack. I have the 5,000 milliamp also made by On. I didn't bring it with me. I wouldn't buy it again, just because like it's not for what it is, which is like half this, to carry it around and make sure it's charged, to make sure it stays dry. It's not really worth like the power it brings with it. I'd definitely go with this one. I went back and bought this one after buying the 5000 because the 5000 wasn't enough. So you may not have to make the same mistake I do. Next is gonna be this fleece liner that I made. It's a sleeping bag liner. I brought my summer bag because, quite honestly, my winter bag didn't fit in my backpack. It's a massive Coleman, just like backyard kind of style sleeping bag. It's not for hiking, it's huge. But tucking like this, the way it wrapped around my feet and kept my toes like nice and warm. It's just a sleeping bag liner I made myself out of a fleece blanket. It was so warm and so soft, and really was like the saving grace and one of the champions of the trip, because it got down to the low 30s. It was like 32, 33 degrees while I was out there. So I love this. Oh, it's actually really just nice if you want to just throw it over your lap and be a little warm. Oh my gosh. This was almost the V.I.P. because it was so impressive. Was the cotton soaked, petroleum jelly soaked cotton balls. I'm gonna do a video real quick of one of these working. So, they work great. They're very lightweight. They're very reliable. One of the cons I heard about these online was that they get all over your fingers, but when I was out there, I just open it up. I did not put this tool here. I just picked it up off the ground. I just take one of these, scrape it out into the fire, and then I was done, and my fingers were dry. They're so cheap to make. They're too cheap to make. They're too easy to make. Very close. Champion. I will say the champion of the whole trip by far is what you are sitting on right now, and that would be the $10 Walmart camping chair. I don't think it's specifically this chair, although I love the price for $10. I love the reliability. I mean, these are very durable, but also light, like blue poles. And I love that it clips like to the top of my bag, because if I'm wanting to find something in my bag, the first thing that comes off is this. And I can set this up as a table of sorts. So as I continue to pull stuff out my bag, I can put it here. Don't have to get it on the dirty ground that's wet, and I don't have to like lean over. I can save my lower back, or I can open up my bag. I can put this out, sit in it, and then dig around in my bag, and I'll save my lower back. So I'm a huge fan of this. $10, weighs under 2 pounds. However, I will say any chair would probably do, not just this specific one would be the champion. I'm gonna put you back on it. Make sure I look okay. All right, so that is the V.I.P awards. The chair won by far, and it was so nice because I wanted more of a camping trip than a hiking trip. So to have something to sit around the fire on was great. Keep my bum off the ground. I've done trips without chairs. This is my first trip with a chair. Can't recommend a chair anymore. Next would be, what would I not bring? What would I not like? And that's it's not that I wouldn't bring this. I would get a different one. And that is the Flextail by R50. It's in the tent. We might as well just go look at it now. But this is the second one of these that I've got. The first one, the insulation twisted up after only 2 or 3 trips, and that insulation is so crucial to why I have it. It's that safety thing of keeping me warm at night. That's the new Kelty bag. We're not gonna look at it yet. Where is it written? It's written right there, Flextail R05. I wrote Flextail, I asked for a refund, they said it was outside of the refund period. So instead what they did was they just like sent me another one, that one. And it was the first time I used it was this hike, although I blew it up to make sure it worked before I went out in the cold. However, like, it broke already. Like the insulation on the bafflings, I'm trying not to look into the sun, but the insulation that's taped into the baffling, like, comes off, and then the baffling twists. I mean, the insulation twists and doesn't keep you warm. It makes cold spots. It did that the first time. So I would definitely go with like a name brand like Nemo, like a Nemo Tensor, or some kind of like ridge rest inflatable with a good R value. The pump started making a funny noise as well, and I also noticed like twice when I was packing up my bag, it just turned on because it's just 2 clicks. I'll definitely keep the pump, but the weird noise it made was concerning. Outside of that, one piece of gear that, so there's one piece of gear I wouldn't bring and one piece of gear I'd like to have. One piece of gear I'd like to have is a bigger bag. I have a 44 liter to do winter camping stuff where you need like bigger sleeping bags, heavier jackets. A bigger bag helps. So definitely probably be around 60. I like the 65 to 70 liter ultralights that have the waterproof outer shell, because my shell's not waterproof, or the exterior of the bag, so I have to put a liner in it. So like one of the roll from the top ones, or just full send and get like an 85 liter Explorer bag, so that way I could also dehydrate a bunch of food and be able to go out for weeks, although I probably never would. We'll go look at this Kelty though. This bag's cool. I just pulled it out of that dryer. So if you have a down bag and it's not like very fluffy, so these compress small, and then just on their own you lay them out and they will like rise back up and get fluffy. That's what the duck down does. But if you're getting clumps or you have like cold spots, I noticed just a couple spots where there's a little down insulation pocketed, you can just put it in a dryer, front loading, with some tightly bundled socks, no heat, and just tumble it, which is what I did with this, and I can already tell it's much more fluffy and like evenly distributed. But I'll flip this around and we'll have just a small closer look at it. So Kelty brand, and then it has this like neck guard, this draft guard. So when you cinch this up tight, it will this will go tighter on your neck, and then this will create a barrier so hot air doesn't get out, cold air doesn't get in. It's got a hood that cinches down, but this bag is dope. It's a 20 degree bag. The massive one that's like twice as big as that is only a 40 degree bag. So for now I get to keep my 44 liter off spray because this new 20 degree sleeping bag will stay in it and work. And I'm excited. I think I might try it out tonight. It's going to be 45 degrees. I think I might just go ahead and do a little backyard camp. Yeah. See you soon, if I camp. Peace. Alright, I am recording this for the second time because I forgot that I have to hold my phone sideways. So that way the footage matches the rest of the footage. But I'm back. I'm still learning. Every day I learn a little more. And I also had to wait because there's like a fire truck going by. You might still hear it. We got this little fire though, burning in the background. It's really warm. It's perfect for a night like tonight. And then behind me we have the I'm just gonna move my phone. So sorry. Almost done. Sweet. Orange vestibule. A vestibule is just something like that keeps the water and wind out of the tent. It also keeps the warmth in. So this only has a mesh exterior. So when it's hot out, you can take this orange thing off as long as it's not going to rain. And then this mesh here, this white, is the second layer of tint. And you can just chill in the summertime. And hang out with this like breathable mesh. It's really nice in summer nights. Got my Kelty Cosmic 20 sleeping bag. I'm really excited to try it out tonight. Like I said, it's supposed to be 45 degrees. My finger's just in the frame. I promise I'm getting better. But yeah, little personal items. Big old headroom. This thing is a pain to carry when you're hiking. But I tell you what, once you are where you're supposed to be, it's a really nice little tent to have. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again in the next episode. Until then, I hope you enjoy all that you're going through in life. It is what you make it. And yeah, see you in the next episode.